Most people hear about savings tools inside banking apps and assume they are automatically helpful. But that's not always true. The biggest mistake you need to avoid is assuming every feature is designed to grow your money fast. Some tools are helpful for discipline, not returns. So today, we are breaking down current savings pods inside the current and answering the real question. Are they actually worth it in 2026, or just a fancy budgeting feature? Let's start with the basics. Savings pods are digital sub-accounts inside your main account. They let you split your money into different categories like rent, emergency fund, or travel. So instead of seeing one balance, you see multiple mini savings goals. Now here's the key idea. This is not an investment tool. It does not grow your money through high returns. It is a behavioral tool designed to help you stop overspending. But here's where most people get confused. Jake thinks savings pods will increase his money automatically, but that's not the purpose. The real benefit is control, not profit. Now let's talk about how people actually use them. First, you create a pod for a specific goal. For example, John might create a car fund pod and move a portion of every paycheck into it. This helps him avoid spending that money accidentally. Second, you automate transfers. This is where it becomes powerful. When money moves automatically, you stop relying on willpower. That's the real psychology behind it. Now here's where it gets interesting. People who struggle with saving usually fail because their money is all in one place. When everything looks available, everything feels spendable. Savings pods break that illusion. But there's still a downside you should know. If you are not consistent with income, or you constantly move money back and forth, the system loses effectiveness. It becomes just digital organizing instead of real saving discipline. In a minute, I'll explain who should actually use savings pods and who should avoid them completely. Let's look at real-world usage. If you are someone with steady income and trouble saving, savings pods can be extremely useful. For example, Alex uses them to split rent, groceries, and emergency savings. It helps him stay organized without thinking too much. But if you are looking for investment growth, this is not the tool for you. You would need separate investing platforms for that. So are savings pods worth it in 2026? Yes, but only if your goal is budgeting discipline. They are not meant to make you richer. They are meant to make your money behavior smarter and more structured. Here are the key takeaways. Savings pods help you organize money, reduce overspending, and automate savings goals. They do not generate returns, but they do improve financial control. If you use them correctly, they can completely change how you manage your paycheck. If you found this breakdown helpful, like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe for more simple finance explanations in 2026.